Questions for Alec, just raise your hand. We'll call on you. Start things off with Rich.
Hey, Alec. I was looking, I noticed that BC was at the bottom of the ACC in the rushing yardage per game, which is something that's really strange since you were always at the top of the league. Is there something you guys sit on the line talk about getting that run game back up there?
We've seen a lot of that stuff as a unit, but it's just we still are trying to find that chemistry that we had. Even though we got 4 guys coming back, we moved it around. We're trying to find that chemistry and get better, but we got great receivers and a great quarterback. So as much as I would love to run the ball for 500 yards every game like we did Syracuse last year, Phil and the receivers have done a great job. I mean, look at Hunter; he's leading the nation in receptions. Phil, I think in the second half, he was like 3rd in passing yards or something. So even though the run game isn't what it used to be number-wise, I think we still got a good run game. When you watch the film, we're really coming off the ball hard, taking guys off the ball. But when you got such a threat at quarterback and receiver, it's kind of nice too. It's a little different. Just finding that chemistry, working through the new plays and stuff. So I think as we go on, you'll see those numbers go up because we love running the ball. We love smashing our face, right? But when we just got dynamic players, we got Hunter, we got Zay, we got Jalen, we got Phil. All those guys are really making impacts in the game.
We'll go to Dan.
Alec, I was just asking Phil about the sack numbers that come across from UNC, that they really got after it against Syracuse. How much of that do you look at when you look at the film and see that they can do it? What is it that you look for, and what are some of the things that they present to you that's a challenge on the line?
Right. They run a very they were kind of run like an odd and even defense, which is a little bit of both of what we saw last week and the first week. They're good. They're big, they're strong, they're good. But we as a unit know that, and we put in extra work in our pass protection and even after practice, like I'm working with Ryan Betro doing extra reps with the bull rush because the guy I'm going against, he's a big guy, strong. So I really want to sit on that. So we're watching that tape and we're kind of learning what they're doing, but we know that this is a big week for us, and we got to step it up a little bit in the pass protection and really run game too. We could always play better. So we're just taking that and really doing extra work so Phil can stay up and make those throws and make it nice and easy for us,
We'll go to Rich.
I was just looking at the depth chart. I see they use a nose tackle. Is it anything different in your blocking assignments when you have a guy right in your grill when you're sending the ball back?
Assignment-wise, no. For me, it's a little harder though. You got a big guy right in front of your face, so it makes it a little harder for me. More man blocks for me, but that's all right. That's a challenge for me. That's fun. It's one-on-one and you just play ball, so it's fun for me. Assignment-wise, no. It just puts me in a man block a little bit more, but it's a good challenge for me, so I'm excited.
In some ways, when you take on that assignment of a one-on-one, if you win that block, then you have extra blockers against the 7.
Exactly. So essentially, it's like putting extra guys on the linebackers. So I win that block. Our guys, we get an extra double team, essentially, to get to that linebacker backside or front side. So it kind of gives the running back more of a 2 gaps in 1.
Go to Dan.
Someone asked a question earlier of Coach Hafley, and just asked about getting things more complex into the coming weeks. I think it was Andy, but building off of that for the players' side of it, how do things get more complex as the weeks move on? Like, do you build off of it? Do you reinforce some things that you maybe had learned in the past couple of weeks, or is it new concepts and new things that are coming up this week?
Right. For me, in an offensive line standpoint, like we add like different tags and little adjustments to how we block our base plays. So like you have your base play, and then depending on what their defense is, you add some tag words to change up a couple things. But I'd say the main complexity added is defenses start to run more in different weeks, and when they upgrade and they kind of run more, especially in the ACC, you see a lot of more complex blitzes. So that in the picking up blitzes, whether in run or pass, kind of steps it up a little bit. And as a center, because I'm really the leader of the offensive line, kind of has to know a little bit more and study a little bit more to kind of make my calls to set everyone up to be where they need to be.
Anything else for Alec before we go? All right, Alec. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Al.
Thank you, guys.
Have a good one, guys. Thank you.